today I've got a spaghetti sauce. I'm not at home and I need to make some stuff up ahead for my husband. So spaghetti sauce is just perfect. He can have this for leftovers as well. And so that is if there is any leftover, because my father-in-law is coming over as well. So this is a really simple but delicious homemade spaghetti sauce. I hope it inspires you to stay with me for this one, because it really is a good one. And as always, if you like this video, maybe give me a thumbs up. Go down in the show more box below. Check out my Wild Tree website, as well as my Facebook page. Go hit like over there. All right, guys, let's go make some spaghetti sauce. Just because we're not at home doesn't mean we can't have homemade. Okay, come on. All right, guys, I'm glad you stayed for this one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be delicious, actually. So what I've got, my pan is heating up, and this pan right here was my mom's cookware, and stainless steel. It has been around for probably 40 or 50 years. I'm not sure. Anyways, I've got some roasted garlic grapeseed oil from Wild Tree. We're going to put that down. I'm going to go ahead and sweat some onions down before I start my meat, because I really want that layer of flavor to come through. It would have been nice if I was a little more prepared here. Okay. So I think the oil is nice and hot. Yeah. Listen to that. Get the onion down. Let that go for a minute before you add your garlic, just so you can actually get that started. And that's a medium onion. I'm not filling this pot with sauce. There's no way we could possibly eat it all. And so we're just going to make sure that we don't do that. And then I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add that in. Believe it or not, that butter is going to add a layer of richness that is so delicious and makes a silkier sauce in the end, because this is going to be just a really nice sauce that will be inviting to any pasta. All right, so let's get our garlic in. And as soon as that becomes fragrant, we're going to add our meat. And our meat choices, I've got the Zacon Food ground beef that was 93% lean, that I paid $3.49 a pound for that grass-fed beef. And I've also got a package, a 19-ounce package of hot Italian sausage. I'm going to get those out of the casings, and I'll bring you back when I'm adding that in, because we're just going to brown it right alongside. All right, now our onions are nice and translucent. The garlic is fragrant. It absolutely is coming together. Time for the meat. And so I've got my casing off the sausage, and you're just going to put that in there, and I'll break it up as I saute this. Get this a little bit brown, not completely, but a little. And then the ground beef is next. Grass-fed ground beef is so delicious, but I really think the traditional touch of Italian sausage in this is going to help me in the spice department, as well as just making it feel really Italian. So, okay, so we're going to brown off this meat, and then we'll get to our sauce. Okay, so my meat is all browned off, and now it's time to really kind of get the seasoning going before I get my sauce in here. And so part of this is we need red wine. I can't make a red sauce without having a little wine in there. So I'm going to pour about 3/4 of a cup of a good Cabernet Sauvignon. And then we're going to have this is Wild Tree spaghetti blend. I'm going to say that's a healthy 2 tablespoons, so we'll do another healthy tablespoon there, so 3 altogether. And that's just a wonderful spaghetti seasoning, and or Italian blend, I should say. And then I've got some red pepper flakes here. I'm going to do a little bit of that. Shake on a pinch or so. Give it a little bit of heat, warmth, really. It's not really hot. And now we're going to add our sauce, and we've got some just a nice tomato sauce. And I've got some crushed tomato here as well. And maybe I am going to fill this pan. And then I like fire roasted diced tomatoes. So those are going right in. And we're going to add the mushrooms. And the mushrooms are going to lend their own sauce. Because up till now, this was pretty much a meat sauce for all purposes. So I may end up filling this pot up, I don't know. But we're going to cook this down for about 3 hours. Let's get these mushrooms in here. And I just had those sitting on a paper towel. And we're going to let it simmer. And I'm going to let it simmer so it reduces without a lid. I might put a little piece of foil over the top just to keep it from splattering. But we're going to let this simmer. So I'll bring you back when we're a little closer to being done and you can see how much it's reduced. Okay, so this sauce has had time to simmer and reduce into a really thick and rich sauce. And I've made some homemade pasta. So I'm not going to show you that today, but look how thick and rich this is. This is just I'm going to show you with a piece of French bread how delicious it is, and we'll call it good. And my family will have a pasta dinner, so I'm going to cook off the fresh pasta. It was fun to do. It was kind of a challenge. I had to do it without a rolling pin and without a pizza cutter or any kind of pasta cutter, and it came out beautiful. It's going to be rustic, and I should show you some of it here. Rustic and delicious, and fresh. There's nothing better than fresh pasta. And so I've got some of it here. So you can see, and it's different sizes, more like a fettuccine, because I had to do it with my chef knife, but that's what I got for dinner. And we're going to have a kale salad to go alongside and some garlic bread, and we're good to go. So I'll be right back with my bread. And I'm not going to toast this one, but give you a taste profile. All right, so before the guys get back and they want to eat, I'm going to go ahead and taste this sauce for you. And this was a really easy sauce. I'm just put some Parmigiano Reggiano on there. And I've got a piece of bread here that's nice and warm and inviting. This smells and just looks amazing. So I'm just going to put it right there on the bread. It's very hot. Get some of that sausage up there. Yum. Doesn't that look good? Oh my gosh. And I can't wait for the homemade pasta. That was fun to make, actually. I should have brought you along. Next time I do that, I will. Okay, here we go. Going for a big bite on the bread. Oh, goodness. That sauce is so rich with flavor because of the sausage. You know, if you get that hot Italian sausage, it's all spiced for you. And so if you're limited on ingredients, you really don't need a whole lot. But I also used our the spaghetti blend, and you've got onions and garlic, and it's delicious. And I could just eat it just like this, without pasta. Most of the time I would have this with spaghetti squash, but I forgot to bring one of them up here with me, so this is what we're having. One more bite of sauce, and I'll let you go. Absolutely fabulous. Spot on, delicious. You can actually taste the depth of that red wine that it adds to this sauce. And like I said, the sausage and the grass-fed beef and the crushed tomatoes, everything just flows right together. And so I hope it inspires you to try a scratch sauce for yourself. It's way less expensive, and it just is so satisfying to know that you did it yourself. And so if this does inspire you, give me a thumbs up. Maybe go post it on your Facebook page and share it with your friends. And if you have any questions or anything, and most of all, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to my channel, and I have tons of fun recipes coming up very, very soon. In fact, tomorrow is going to be absolutely delicious. So stay tuned. All right, guys. God bless.